Hello, and welcome to BB on Blast with me, Gaz.
And me, Lindsay.
And we're covering the final of Celebrity Big Brother Summer 2017.
Woo! The best Big Brother ever. That's what Paul Danan said. He also said it had 8.4 million viewers, so wow.
I wonder if he's realised how many viewers it does have yet.
I doubt if he's realised what day of the fucking week it is.
I made physical contact with Paul Danan last
Did
night.
you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Yeah. Guys, listen, Gaz went down to the house last night. You go down to the house last night. And Gaz has interviewed people and loads of things have happened when we've not talked about it, so we're going to talk about it on the pod. So a lot of this will be a surprise for me too. So Gaz has got
you don't actually know what happened.
Exclusive.
So I actually started
You don't actually know what happened. You weren't there, man.
Lindsay had other plans. So as a, plan B, I went down to the house and actually it was really good and we got some extra content that is a surprise to you.
I was very impressed that you actually did that because I'd be too scared to do that.
By yourself?
No, not. I could go down there, but to go up to people, yeah, I'd be scared to do that.
I'm not really bothered about that sort of thing. Plus, I had a glass of prosecco to help me along.
Hold on, were you allowed to drink at the launch?
I went into the bar at the start.
Aye, but you can't drink when you're actually in the crowd, can you?
No.
Nah.
You can in the queue until you get to a certain point, and they'll take everything away from you.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Come on, dish the dirt.
Well, the first thing that happened was. Oh. I got there and I got put into the bar, which is where we went last time when we were invited to the launch.
Mm-hmm. Into the what? Into the bar?
When we got, the bar area where we sat for a while.
Yeah.
And so there's various groups sitting around and I'm kind of looking around over my shoulder thinking, hey, there's some people here that are in groups and they're probably family and friends. And I'm trying to think shit, what did Amelia's brother look like on Bots and what did Derek's son-in-law look like, and I couldn't think for the life of me. But the one person I was looking for was Sarah Harding's friend, Colleen Nolan. I think, is her name Michelle, I think?
Fuck knows.
She's been on that show so many times. She went into the vault, she was on Bots as well, I think.
Airtime grabber.
Didn't she do... She was on some show. I said that she got better shoes. Was that Bots?
You said she had awful shoes.
No, she had awful shoes first time, better shoes second time. But anyway, I'm trying to...
crawling up to her saying you like her shoes now.
Lovely shoes. No, so I'm looking around thinking, who are these people? And then I see a girl walk in and she's got in her hand a little glitzy pink wristband. Ooh. Mine was just a little black paper thing. So I was like, this is a high class of wristband that she's got. What's that on about? Yeah. She was like, oh, this is for the ex-housemates, these wristbands. Oh. She was production. Uh-huh. She goes up to the bar. Yeah. And she orders a drink or whatever. And she goes to the barmaid.
Yeah.
Have you got Ribena?
No, shut up. Did she? Yeah. No.
And the girl goes, we've got this. And it's Brit Vic.
Yeah.
Blackcurrant.
Bar serves fucking Ribena.
Will that do? Yeah. So she pours this, she fills up this glass with soda and then tops it up with Ribena. Yeah. And off this production person goes. And I'm like, that's got to be for Paul Danan.
No way.
It has to be for Paul Danan.
Ribena.
So then later on, this is jumping ahead a bit, but when we were out at the show, I was put in the area which is slightly raised above the house.
Well, you would be, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah,
I know.
Come on. It's where I belong. Not down there on that lower level. Far too scummy.
Not with the hoi polloi.
No. That's where the guests of production get to stand. And I was on...
Such a cunt.
I was on the level where... and people that were with us at the launch will know BB Spy got split from us and he was on a slightly lower level. I was there, but it was a great view.
Yeah, but you could see him on TV. You couldn't see us.
That's true.
Only
that one
clumping
time.
Around.
You saw me plenty last night, apparently.
I know. I thought you looked good, actually.
Oh,
you did. You look nice in that red t-shirt.
Thank you.
You've gone all coy. What's wrong with you, weirdo? Could you see the friends and family? No, not the friends and family. Could you see the housemates quite closely? It seemed like you were quite...
Housemates were walking past me non-stop all night long. I accidentally bumped butts with Brandy Glanville. She walked past me, yeah.
Did you say anything to her?
Not Brandy, I wasn't bothered. Marissa walked past. She's tiny.
Was she?
Yeah. Paul Danan, backwards and forwards like a yo-yo going for a smoke.
Oh,
every
smoke.
break.
Okey-doke.
Or Ribena. So Paul Danan walks past and I go to him, Paul, have you had a Ribena yet? He's like, I've been having loads. They keep bringing them for me. I was like, I saw it being poured in the bar. I knew that was for you.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
And then later on when he walked by, because we'd had that conversation, he was like, you're right, mate, and patted me on the shoulder.
Nice, sweet.
And I got a handshake off of Chad.
No, did
Yeah,
you?
that was the best
What
bit.
did Chad look like in person?
Well, it's funny because we've already seen them all in person, but it's just such a blur, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, but if you were handshaking him, you're obviously close.
It's kind of weird when he's right there.
Is he short?
No, but he was also on like a high. It was like up the steps from me because
higher level,
even higher than me. Because you know, like the ex-housemates, they're on like 2 levels. He was on the top level because he's coming out.
How do you shake his hand then? Oh, when he came out the house.
He was like coming down or going back up, like, in between a break or something, and I was just like, Chad, you're robbed. You were my winner. And he just looked at me and like smiled. He was like, oh, thanks, man. And then he like put his hand out to do like that kind of bro handshake where you do like lock your thumbs.
Oh no.
So I was just like... Did
you do that?
Yeah, I can do it. I was like, yeah.
It's very straight of you.
And then someone was like, the girl next to me goes, you won't wash that hand now.
Yeah.
But then she goes, but don't forget where it's been.
That's pretty funny.
It's down Sarah Hardin's pants.
So did Chad seem nice then?
Yeah, he just seemed like amazed that I'd said that I wanted him to win. I just thought it was really cute.
Oh, that's fun.
And then when we saw this, I just watched this video on the way here. When they were being papped on the way back to their hotel last night, and someone came up to Chad and asked him for his autograph, and he was like, oh really? Like, he just can't believe it.
It's because last year he was a fucking real estate agent. Did you watch those clips of him on The Bachelorette?
I did watch what you sent me. I didn't know he was in real estate.
Yeah, it said real estate agent, so he's not, do you know what I mean? He's not even famous for it. You've not been in this business for 15 years.
15 fucking years. Yeah, and Rowan said like he's barely a celebrity in America, so yeah, he seemed to be like kind of amazed at the reaction. Because cool. I mean, he in general got a good reaction compared to other people.
Yeah.
That audience last night.
Did you have a word with them?
Knives were out for everyone. They were booing everyone. It's like, who does this fucking audience like? Like, I don't like a single person here. I think Amelia Lily was maybe... Sam and Amelia Lily had the best reaction from that audience. Like, I thought Sam was going to win at one point.
Ugh.
And I was stood there next to... Do you know who I stood next to?
No.
Well, if I tell you, it's going to reveal it. So
what, your things? Do you want to play your things now?
Okay, we'll do it now.
Yeah, that's because I'm curious.
So I did some roving around the bar, trying to suss things out.
Don't tell me before you play it, because I want to try and guess who it is. Or do they say?
No, I've only got 2 exclusive interviews.
Only 2.
But it turns out that I think they were quite good to balance one another.
Okay.
Because they're kind of like 2 sides of a story.
Ooh.
Chad didn't have anyone there. Apparently his manager was there, but I couldn't work out who that was. Can't put that dog on a plate. But yeah, let's do the first one now.
All right.
Okay, so I'm here, oh my god, for a little exclusive with Amelia Lily's mum, Aranka. Where's that name come from?
My dad is Hungarian.
Oh, okay, never heard that name before. I'd just like to ask you, how has it been watching your daughter in the Big Brother house?
It's been surreal.
I bet.
Watching her in there with all them nutters.
Yeah, and obviously a showman's developing. Is that hard to watch from the outside?
It was very hard, yes, because I knew she fell for him, but I realised he's from a reality show. They know how to play the cameras. So I don't think he was as genuine as what Amelia is.
So you do feel that now?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm so glad she told him last night how she felt.
Yeah, obviously Paul kind of. So
yeah, I'm glad Paul, Brandy, and Jordan went in there and give her the
spilled the tea is what we say.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what was the hardest thing? Like, was there a time when you were like, oh my god, I need to like get to my daughter and I can't?
No, not really. I've enjoyed every minute because I know she was safe and she was happy. Yeah. And I knew she was enjoying herself, so cool. that was fine. I knew it was only a temporary thing. It wasn't forever, and I knew I'd get her back eventually. So I've enjoyed watching her. I've enjoyed watching how beautiful she looks on TV.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, well, thank you for your time. Good luck to Amelia tonight.
I know, yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
That's brilliant! Oh my god, that's
I felt really awkward, so I said to her, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Thanks." She was a bit nervous about it.
She talks just like Amelia.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
That's always the way of friends and family. They sound exactly like the housemate. So yeah, she was really nervous about it. She was like, "It's not going to be videoed, is it?" I was like, "No, it's just like recording. It's just audio." And I said to her at the end, like, "Thanks. I didn't even know what I was doing there." Yeah. And she was like, "Neither did I." So
you should have said to her, "Oh, what do you think of Amelia's outfits that she's been wearing?" That would have been good. That would have been good.
I wish that I'd ended it by asking like, "Who do you want to win if it's not Amelia?"
Yeah.
Because
that was good. That was really good.
My first foray into interviewing.
That was really good. Well done.
Actually, the first table that I did approach was Derek's family, and I mean, what were they really going to have to say about Derek? Like, it was, I met Derek's wife and the son-in-law and some other relative. Yeah. But they were like really like dubious about doing it or not. And then I got caught up in a conversation with other people.
What are they dubious about? Think you're going to do a hit piece on them or something?
I don't know, but they didn't seem too keen. So the opportunity passed by. But I was because I was by myself at first with a glass of Prosecco sat at the bar. I was like, felt a little bit awkward to begin with. And I saw a woman stood by herself. And I was like, well, she's by herself as well. And
Did she have the glittery wristband?
She had a glittery wristband, so I thought, who's she? And she also had like a plunging neckline. I thought, oh, she's dressed like posh. And she was an agent of one of the housemates. And she was like, 2 people are about to come who are a friend of his from a TV show, and you might want to talk to them.
Oh my God.
This is the next one.
Right, here's another exclusive for you. I'm here with 2 members of the cast of Made in Chelsea, who I don't know who they are because I don't watch it, but you're called Daniel, and you're called James, right?
Edward.
He's told me that he's called James, and he has...
Sorry, Lindsay was laughing about that. The first guy's called Daniel. Do you watch Made in Chelsea?
No.
Okay, the first one's called Daniel, and the second one was called James, but he pretended that he was called Edward.
Hold on. I'm going to not react because I want to listen to it.
No, you can't. I think you should laugh.
No, I'd rather hear it.
He was clinging on to his girlfriend, so he had to leave.
He is, yeah. Exactly that. I actually didn't have a name. I was Lucy Watson's boyfriend.
Lucy Watson's
You will probably know who I am now. So
no.
There we go.
I still don't, but the listeners might.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask you, how has it been watching Sam, who's obviously a very good mate to you, inside the Big Brother house for this past three or so weeks?
So, I think we're really proud of him. Sam is, I think the frustrating thing about sometimes being on our shows, you get very much put into a stereotype.
Okay, because it's scripted and you've got to follow...
No, nothing to do with being scripted, just the fact that you're put into a stereotype as a posh boy. And actually, I think Sam coming on to the show gives the people an opportunity to see his personality in a completely different light. And I think for that, we're super proud of him. I think he's really held his own, and I think he's actually been a really great castmate for this series.
Can I just ask you, how has his portrayal differed? Like, what was he like? What was his character in the show that you think he's managed to kind of move away from in Made in Chelsea?
Sam can just being... To be fair, he's got away quite light with the show. He's quite spot on kind of how he is. Yeah. So but other people get like pigeonholed a bit worse. I think with Sam, like out of anyone on the cast, he's probably the best suited for this sort of thing.
Okay, Sam is, because he's the most himself already in the.
Any time apart from on a hangover, you could pick Sam up, slap him, and he'll be happy and smile at you. Whereas other people, if you're in that environment, would be miserable fuck, you know what I mean? Whereas Sam is happy.
He's enjoyed it.
He's perfect.
You could tell when he came in that he really wanted to be in there.
No, for sure. He was very humble to be on this show, and I think that was what was really nice. For him to have this opportunity was great. And also, any man that walks around a house with a broom in his hand sums up their personality. Is that a normal trait?
Not that I've seen, no.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, we're heading up.
We're being cut off because we're going to the show. Just wanted to quickly ask you, Amelia Lily, is it for real?
I mean, I can take, because I'm not there with him. I mean, who knows?
Your gut feeling, do you think it's going to fly outside the house? Or?
From my point of view, she's a lovely girl. So, I mean, if he was, he'd be a lucky guy because, you know, she's a lovely girl. I think, as viewers, we've been led to believe more's gone on. I think Sam's just said she's a lovely girl. I would like to get to know her better, go for a drink with her. And I think as viewers, we've been led to believe it's some blossoming thing.
Okay.
I think his said she's sweet, and everyone's thought, oh, they're getting together, even if it doesn't work.
But she seems a bit more invested than him, which is the awkward part.
You're going to be in a house like that where it's extremely intense. I think when they come out of the house, if a relationship doesn't happen, a friendship certainly will.
Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you. We've got to go to the show. Thanks for your time. Cheers, guys.
Well done.
Do you think I could make it as a celebrity interview?
You asked like good questions though.
Thank you.
You should have gone jokes.
You
should have gone jokes. I wish you'd gone jokes. If I was there, I would have gone jokes.
Do you think Alfred Green needs to watch his back?
Yeah, definitely. That's really. I'm so proud of you for doing that.
Thank you.
What were those guys like? Were they absolute knobs?
No, they were actually pretty cool.
Oh, what do they look like? Are they nice looking?
I mean,
poshos.
As you would imagine Made in Chelsea people to look like, I suppose. Yeah. But they, I mean, you know, like, we were there and we were like, who's that person? There was that girl, she looked like, what was she, like a Chelsea, Towie person? Like, you can,
she was orange.
You know, you can tell the look. I mean, it's not as extreme with guys as girls, because girls have all got fillers or what have you. Yeah. Maybe not from Chelsea, I don't know. But no, when I knew, I was like, okay. Yeah. I can see it, but I was stood next to them for the entire show. Yeah. And
Were you chatting to them?
Yeah, they were sound. It was like,
sweet.
you know, they were obviously really invested in how Sam was going to do. And I said to them, like, based on this reaction, I think he might even be in with a chance. And they were like, yeah, I know what you're saying, but this isn't... I said, yeah, it's not always representative. And even they weren't, like, holding their breath.
Yeah.
But if you look at the history